4th. So may the Force be with you.
No,
It's like Star Wars Day. Yeah.
That's why you were excited.
Yeah.
No.
Last
Sorry,
time this.
Star Wars sucks now.
I mean, you
This
can't.
date room.
You can't
Are you
foil.
Okay, you're not streaming to the.
No, I checked that. But thank you for the confidence, Dagless.
I have no confidence in you.
I appreciate that. So yeah, last year this time I was watching The Creatures. They put out a video over May the 4th, and they were jizzing about it. So that's the only reason why I know.
But they're all gone now. This creature's over.
They died.
Yeah.
The end.
They all got raped by Creature Carl.
I don't like this headcanon that you have. But yeah, we have Dagless here, as you can tell, and Cross as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're just.
No, I didn't even realize because like the last 2 years there was tons of Star Wars jokes, and this year there was none. So I'm glad it got old after 2 years.
Wait, what? Really? This is a new thing? I thought it was like a tradition or something. Maybe the new movies kicked it off or something.
I only heard about it for 2 years, which was fun.
Well, there should be a bunch of Star Wars deals then. Let me check Steam.
No, maybe no one knows. Maybe no one knows.
Maybe nobody cares.
It's old. Because it's old. It was a pun that was funny 2 times, and then people got sick of it.
Are you telling me memes die out after a while?
Hopefully. They had on John Oliver, they actually showed a whole bunch of news forecasters making the joke, and I feel like it was dead after I watched that. There's all a bunch of olds being like, "May the 4th be with you." Chee, chee, chee. I'm like, all right, no, done. I don't want to.
Do they do that like weird stroke sound too?
Yeah, all of them.
Oh god.
He's muted, so maybe his mom came in.
No, but he's no longer streaming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I just got disconnected.
Yeah, so it's the stream doesn't seem to be.
The stream died.
It's going back up.
Yeah, it should be back now.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's back.
All right.
Perfect timing too, because right as I got disconnected, my sister started yelling up at me about something.
Oh, we don't get to hear that.
No, you don't.
No.
Perfect timing. The internet saved me.
Fair enough.
That's fucking great though. Oh yeah. But what have you guys been up to?
Streaming, making videos again, sort of.
I think you've
Not as
released
much
more
as I
videos than I
used to,
have in the past week or month. That's saying something.
Yeah, I've just been recording and glad that the snowpocalypse appears to be over, except not really, because I hear it might snow in a few days, and it's May. It's May. It doesn't make any sense. Snowing in Arizona is the apocalypse. It's going to be dead of winter, but for real, I'm not going to get my goal, because I'm going to use a gun instead of having it in my hand and lose.
Oh, they were getting political there. Sorry.
No. No, this is a real situation that's going to happen. I'm just talking about life, companion.
You weren't guns, though. I don't remember.
Well, no, but what if that's my goal? What if I have to make 3 barricades and have a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow barricades.
Snow barricades. Snow kids.
So yeah, I've just been up to job. It feels like life is melding together at this point now, where I'm just at my job and then I go home for a little bit, sleep, and then wake up and I'm back at the job. It's awful. Is this how most humans?
Terrible.
Yeah, this is how most people do, isn't it? It's terrible.
No, most people actually have, once you get older, have 2 jobs and work closer to like 50 to 60 hours, and then still don't have enough money to raise their family.
And then, they have a family and they have no time to themselves, and what's the point of living? You just fucking, you're being chewed up and spat out. What's the point? What's the point?
Yeah. But it's okay. It'll still be like out as you for like another like 5 years until that happens to you, I'm sure. Yeah.
Just don't have any kids.
It's true. We got enough of them. It's fine.
And then in like 10 years there'll be like all these articles out like millennials aren't having kids. Why is that? And it's because they're lazy.
It's kind of like in Japan,
It's because it's fucking trash and you guys are making it terrible for it.
Having a family is costs too much, especially in places like Japan.
Nobody can afford a house. How are you supposed to, afford kids?
Yeah. I mean, why would you even want a kid? That's just a huge time sink. 18 fucking years of your life. That's like a fifth of your fucking life dedicated to that little shit.
18 minimum. How
if
old
they
are you?
leave.
Still live with your mom.
Yeah, I lived with my mother until I was like 25. So
yeah, minimum of 18 years.
And that's more common.
Once they're like 18, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's true, especially if you get them off their ass and make them go start the shitty cycle of human culture where you just have to work for 50 years of your life and nothing fucking matters. Why is culture like this? I'm sorry.
I mean, it wasn't this bad like years ago, and then you would retire and you'd do stuff, but now you can't really. Maybe in like another 30 years, things will be different again.
Maybe I should just like invest in stock and then just hope I get lucky. It's like, please.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Please. And then I go to the casino and I'm like, yes, this is the same.
I'd recommend that even less.
They're rigged? What? So anyway.
No, it's not that they're rigged. They work as advertised, which is not in your favor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. So, first topic at hand we got here. Oh yeah, the fan art. Fan art, actually. This is, I guess you could call it fan art. But Dagless and I played Hurt World, and Kremen took a screenshot. And I just think it's a beautiful screenshot.
I'm pretty sure that's our Twitter profile picture. Or like our banner. And
it's fucking terrible. Oh yeah, it's all blown up and nasty.
I'm just gonna roll me. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, Dagless. There was I was trying to bring something up before the podcast started, but I thought it would be a good thing to bring up. Dagless told me that, and Cross, I think this is very much true, but whenever he listens to the podcasts that he's not on, the first like 5 or 10 minutes is dedicated to shitting on ourselves about how terrible the podcast is.
Oh, which
and
ones?
It's so true. The ones that you're not on, even some that you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is that because you initiate that? I don't think I usually initiate.
I mean, it's in the intro. Like, can these guys entertain you? Probably not.
Not.
Yeah, it's Cube's neuroses.
Listen, Cross plays into it.
This time we just shat on the human experience, so it was different.
I don't know. You guys, maybe you shouldn't shit on your own podcast so much.
Look, I don't think I do. I think this is all companion.
No, Cross, you play into it. What are you talking about? You trying to throw me under the bus?
Don't worry, Cube or Cross. It's just his neuroses.
God damn it.
They are all against me. You must stop them, Cube. Talk shit about yourself and they will feel bad for you.
I just thought that was something we should bring up. Remain conscious of it. Cross.
Yeah, see, and also he's the one who brought up the fact that you guys shit on the podcast when I'm not here.
Wait a minute. I didn't bring that up.
Yeah, no, Cube did.
Cube did. That's true.
Oh, this podcast is so terrible.
Look, I think in the pantheon of podcasts, we're extremely average. I don't think we're terrible.
I don't feel like you guys are average. I feel like you guys are exceptional, but in like a weird way where like you're so different. Just I don't know.
All right, I think I have an excuse.
Really, really good podcast, though. I don't know if we're exceptional.
No, but you're exceptional in a weird way.
Exceptionally bad.
Terrible.
No, like I don't know. It's strange because it's still interesting to listen to, but it's just I don't know.
We do have tens of listeners.
If they show up.
I mean, you guys could have set up what do you call it? That thing that you do?
Viewbot? Yeah.
No, not a Viewbot. Like a place for people to listen to it outside. Like how many views do they get on YouTube?
Like 10.
2?
2? Ouch.
No, I thought they got tens of views. Let me check. But no, Companion tried to, and it ended up being way more complicated than it seemed like at first.
Oh, you mean like streamable or on iTunes. Yeah, you have to set up
Or
like a
SoundCloud
server
or-
for
yeah.
the audio files to be hosted. You have to set up a server. Then you have to set up an RSS feed if you want it to auto-publish. It's just like a clusterfuck.
Mhm.
I was thinking about SoundCloud, and especially now that I have an income, it might be easier, because people can just download the SoundCloud app and just, go at it like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we
Yeah,
do
does
enough
SoundCloud
podcasts.
Does SoundCloud cost money or?
It does if you want to upload more than 2 hours of audio.
2
Oh, yeah.
audios.
Of hour.
2 audios of hour.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, if I would set up a donation for anything, it would be that. Be like, we need $5 a month to put it on SoundCloud.
To host our shitty podcast.
On SoundCloud.
Dagless, are you shitting on the podcast?
Wow.
No, I'm
Wow,
just,
that's
I'm
fucked
just,
up.
I'm just following the mood.
He's allowed to do it though because he's a guest. Also, I
Yeah.
blame Relic for that because I grew up in my formative years talking to Relic, and he is a very self-deprecation person. So
That's true. So
Yeah,
the
see-
podcast gets around 20 to 30 views on the channel, except for your weird fake commercial with the dick butts. That got 220 views and is by far the most viewed thing on the channel.
Oh yeah, that was pretty
What
good.
do you mean?
I like that.
The
Oh,
thing
well,
where
The
okay.
dick butts,
The dick
McDonald's.
butt.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were talking about like the newest episodes barely hit 10 or something like
No,
that. That's what I
the
mean.
most viewed episode is episode 1, and
Yeah, of
then the
course.
most viewed video with double those views is your commercial that you edited slightly with the dick butt.
Hey, that's pretty good.
It was great. It was amazing. I love it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Needs to go viral.
And then
Kai
for
says
some
it's
reason,
the best thing he's ever seen, and
the
he's seen a lot, I hear.
The podcast with Taz is like the second most viewed, and I don't know why. It's weird. Also, the thumbnail, the font of your name and my name being different is really starting to annoy me.
Oh, well, you know.
It's throwing me off.
Why are the fonts different?
Because I thought it would be cool to have us different stylized.
I remember when we first started it, I
Okay.
made like logos for every other one that was on. Like yours and Dagless's logo looked pretty cool. And
Mine
no one
was
else-
the companion cube being thrown into fire, right?
No, yeah. I made the OOs in your names yellow
yeah.
and orange, or what is it? Blue and orange, like the portals.
Yeah.
So they look like portals. And Dagless's D had like a chicken rooster thing in it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I used that for a while.
Dagless is
Yeah.
D, huh?
Yeah, Dagless's D. I put a rooster. I put a cock
my.
on it.
Oh,
Put a cock in Dagless's D.
little gobbler. Anyway, so the first topic, Buckiss's magical adventure. I would like to have had Buttkiss on this podcast, but he's probably
Yeah, but
like,
he's on another magical adventure.
yeah, finals in college. So
Yeah, we talked to him yesterday, actually, and yeah, he has finals, and he's been helping his father in his business. So.
okay, yeah. I figured like life was kicking his ass via college. Because like Endo's in college right now, so everybody that I know that's in college is crunching for finals. So have fun, guys.
We had a crazy week like 2 weeks ago, and now that it's closer to finals, it's actually been a little bit easier for her.
Yeah.
That's just how it worked out. But Bukas visited me in 203 in real time. He had been planning it for like a month. He said that he was going to mail us some like filet mignon. And I still can't believe we didn't talk about this on the podcast. There's been like 3 podcasts since then.
Yeah.
And he was on one of them.
Podcasts. All right.
But yeah, he said he was going to mail us some meat. And then like the week before, he was like, we got to make sure that you're there because it's going to be in a cooler. And we're like, yeah, we're going to be here. And then, the doorbell rang, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's Buckis's meat. And then Bukas was there holding a cooler filled with meat.
So he showed up at the door, and you're like, "Hey, thanks for the meat." And then he's like,
Yeah,
"Wait,
we
it's
kicked
me,
him out
Buttkiss."
at the hotel
You,
for that,
you didn't realize you didn't realize it was him to start because you've never seen him before. What does
We
he look
actually
like?
did see him.
Describe him.
He's a large man made of snow. He has a carrot for a nose.
Okay.
He has
And
long
2
hair,
Yeah, long hair, 2 very round black eyes.
made of children.
I'm
What?
getting an image in my mind of what he.
Yeah, and
looks like
he had a top hat.
He looks like that guy from that movie where
Yeah.
the dad dies and then he becomes a snowman. That's what I'm imagining. The snowman.
Yeah,
Jack Frost.
He said to never take the top hat off, or it'd be really bad for him, though.
Oh, and he had a banana suit.
I mean,
or a blazer, a yellow blazer, as Cross described it.
No, the thing is, 203 answered the door, and I was making pancakes, I think, because I'm always making pancakes. And then she was like, "It's Buttkiss." I was like, "Oh yeah, it's his meat." And she's like, "No, it's Buttkiss." I was like, "Yeah, no, you just said that." And then she's like, "No, Buttkiss is in our house." I was like, "Wait, what? What do you mean?" And then yeah, he was there. I was like, "Huh, all right, pretty good prank, bro. You pulled that one off." And if he had been
left.
like half an hour later, we would not have been there for like 2 hours. So
I like the idea.
On his part.
Instead, I still don't fucking believe. God damn it, Buttkiss. What the fuck, Buttkiss? What are you doing? God damn it.
It was pretty good. No, it was good timing. There was actually good weather for like the first time in like months. And yeah, we hung out. We recorded Bleed. Recorded an episode of Binding and Isaac, which is, I think, anytime I visit any internet in person, we might have to play Binding and Isaac. It might be a tradition.
It's a great fucking game to play co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, man! Fuck, I hate playing co-op. Binding of Isaac, because
it's horrible.
I play I play a lot of roguelikes, right? So I get really into them, and I get really into the strategy, and then all of a sudden I'm playing with someone who's not as into them, and I'm like, oh god damn, he's wasting all my fucking spirit hearts. What a piece of shit! Get out of here! I don't want to play with you.
And then he bombs you.
Yeah.
Well, when me and Companion played, we got the bomb upgrade, which is the only upgrade that can hurt your friend like in the whole game, and we got it, so it was amazing.
Where you shoot bombs.
Yeah. So it made it pretty much unplayable, which was perfect. I loved it.
I don't know. I've got so many like party games that I never play. Like I've got like, Chicken Horse, like Spelunky, like so many local co-op games that I never play.
Well, Billy picked
Spelunky
up.
He has local co-op.
What? Yeah, Spelunky has like 4-player local co-op.
That sounds terrible.
Well, I mean, if everyone's bad at the game, then it's fine. But if someone is good, then no, it's not very fun.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm guessing everybody dies, and then the one person just keeps playing.
Everybody dies, and then I carry the flag, and then. So it's like, let's not do Spelunky. Let's play something we all can play. Crawl is a fun party game.
Yeah, except they don't have fucking online multiplayer. What is up with people making amazing multiplayer games? I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to put in the effort of netcodes.
Let me take a look at Crawl, because I have that on my Steam list. I'll see if they've updated it.
They'd make like 100 times more monies.
It's just funny because when they first started introducing games with internet co-op, I remember thinking like, why is there no local co-op? Why do I want to buy 2 copies of the same game when I could just play in real life? And now I'm in a situation where that is just not possible, and all of my friends are no longer like in the same state as me.
Oh, supposedly they're working on online multiplayer, but
by the time they get that out, their game's gonna be.
They said that in 2014.
Oh. Well.
Let me look at the last post. It's 30 pages. All right, let's see. What's the last thing that was said? I don't know. Nope. No multiplayer.
Well, you know what they say.
Well, you just bought a companion Lego Star Wars, and I if they had like online multiplayer, I totally would have bought it too to play it with you, but they don't.
Oh yeah, the complete saga.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great game. I actually
local co-op.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's like one of the things. Why isn't every game on Steam multiplayer co-op? That'll be an amazing game to play with people.
It's the console thing. They were console games, so they just ported them and they left them as they were.
Cancel.
Yeah.
So did I was gonna say Billy got Jackbox Party Pack.
Did he?
Yeah, he told us, right?
I don't know. I thought he said he was thinking about it. Anytime Billy says something, I put it to the wayside until he actually does it.
But yeah, I think only one person needs to own it, and the rest of you can just go to a thing on your smartphone.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like this game where you never heard of Jack? You don't know Jack, like those sorts of games?
Oh yeah, the trivia.
Yeah, there's ones where it's like it asks a question like, what percentage of people shit in a toilet? And it's like, you have to guess the percentage. And then
I'm gonna guess
you
like
can also set it up on
95%.
you can also set it up on stream so that like your people, like if enough people are watching and they put in their answers, then it uses their answers rather than
Yeah,
Seems
it's a
like
good
the
viewer
internet
game too.
would mess that up. Because couldn't everyone just look it up on the internet to?
Well,
you don't have that much time.
Oh,
yeah. Not to mention, I trust most people in our group not to fucking
Not looking
cheat.
up.
well.
What's the point?
So you can be the best. You know all the knowledge.
I don't want to know all the knowledge. I just want to know some of the knowledge.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. That could happen at some point in the future. That might be a fun stream game if we get a shit ton of people together. Instead of tabletop, that seems to be the default at this point, and that everybody fucking hates.
Because it takes like 3 hours to do one game, and everyone gets bored at the end of it.
Well, I mean,
I'm not really down with tabletop.
normal board games take a couple hours, but
yeah, but the difference is like I just end up like tabbing out of the game while you guys do your turns, and I don't even pay attention anymore.
Hmm.
Well, I guess tabletop is dead.
For a while,
Tabletop.
anyways.
So yeah, Cross.
Especially when it's a game that I've played in real life and I can see how much longer it takes on tabletop, it's even more frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we played Dead of Winter once.
That took 3 hours.
I know, but the rules took it longer, and plus,
and because there was no trader, we thought it would be easier, but in reality, then we had here's what I really didn't like. I think 3 of us were making the game longer on purpose when we were going to win because they didn't have the goals. So like that was worse than having a trader, because the trader, I guess, acts as a moderating force to make it so you can't do that, because if you take too long, then everyone loses anyway. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, so Cross, you should tell us more things about what happened when Bukas was there, because I feel like that's the most important thing about the podcast.
I don't know. We played video games. Yeah, we made food. His meat also contained vegetables, so we made dinner the first night. I mean, we didn't do all that much. It was only like 3 days, and then we actually had to go to our hometown. But he had to leave anyway because he had to go back because class started. Like, he came over during spring break.
And then you had a threesome, and it was weird and awkward.
I mean, I didn't want to mention that part.
A threesome. Ooh, baby, a threesome.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It was fun. And the thing is, when he came over, I suddenly got really excited because I had just bought Bleed, and it had local co-op. Again, just like we're talking about, it only had local co-op. And I was going to try to convince 203 to play it, but I didn't think she'd like it all that much because it's like, it's a crazy fast-paced 2D action game. But we did it. We beat it on very hard mode, so it was good.
Alucard, you're already taking part in the podcast by being a viewer. Aww. So yeah. If there's nothing else you want to talk about Buttkiss.
No, not real. Are you actually going to talk about Call of Duty World War II?
So Call of Duty. They're going back to the roots of going to World War II. Gonna be taking another crack at that. I watched a trailer. It looked pretty awesome. The beach Normandy landing. Just people in front of you getting gunned down by machine guns. It's kind of like Saving Private Ryan, but it looks beautiful too. But yeah, I have been saying for years that Call of Duty should go back. Why haven't they made a World War II game? It would be, and they finally did it. They finally did it.
I don't know. Battlefield 1 is not super great. And
yeah.
I don't know. Call of Duty, they just need to die. Like, the series. Who cares? Only people who play it are, like, brainless or bored. No offense to anyone out there who is brainless.
Or bored.
They can't understand
so
you anyway.
If you're bored, you're offense intended. No, but it's weird, like, I mean, with anything, like, people sort of get, like, brainwashed by themselves, like, oh, I like this game, therefore it must be good. Like, you can like bad things, it's all right. but you just got to recognize that there's bad things about it. Like you can't, no one's opinions are 100% correct, but everyone acts like all their opinions are 100% correct.
Dagless, that's just your opinion, though.
Okay.
I got you.
No, I remember they were talking on the Waiting Queue podcast a long time ago because someone worked at GameStop and they knew certain people that only bought Call of Duty. Like they weren't really gamers. They were just like bros that played Call of Duty.
Yeah, but like, how is that the only game you play? How?
I don't know. For some people, it is literally the only game that they play.
There's not enough like gameplay. Like, I mean, if you do a lot of other stuff and you only play Call of Duty every once in a while, but
There's
I
no
assume these
player.
are the kind of guys who fucking play Call of Duty all day. It's like, what? You're not even gonna try something else?
Yeah, they don't even try anything else. Why would they? They have Call of Duty, and then the next Call of Duty, and then the next Call of Duty.
Oh, I don't
That's why,
know.
like, they don't need to try. Like, any Call of Duty they make is going to be a success.
Yeah. I remember when they were talking about the new Call of Duty and they were like, what was it? Oh yeah, innovation. You can move back and forth and to the sides. And it's like everyone was posting pictures of Team Fortress 2. Like, oh yeah, you're totally innovating.
Mm.
Oh, that came after Titanfall. I wonder what the world would be like, or the world of first-person shooters if Titanfall hadn't come out and gotten the whole mech stuff started.
Wait, did Titanfall actually have an effect on things?
Yeah, for sure. They released Titanfall, and all of a sudden Call of Duty added jetpacks and wall running and shit.
Yeah,
Cool.
they're not gonna try anything new. Are you kidding me? They're only gonna wait. You know, why take a risk? You're a business. There's no point in taking risks. It's just, you know, you got to make as much money and grub it. You know, if you're not grubbing your money, you're doing something.
Yeah. Are we accepting
Gotta go grab them
callers?
bills.
Holy shit. Cross, look, this one viewer out of the 113 podcasts has asked if we're accepting callers. Remember when we first started the podcast, I was like, you know what we should do?
Accept callers?
We should accept
No.
callers. That's what I
That's
said.
because
And then they were
the
like, that's a
culture
terrible
has
idea.
changed where, like, now people are asking me what my Discord server is, and I'm like, I don't have one. They're like, give it to me. I'm like, I don't want to just talk to random people. I'm sorry, it's weird.
Yeah. I
But
feel like
I'd say no.
Why wouldn't you just like link people to our Discord, and then they would have the, you know, like the hope that they would talk to you. It's just like all the people who started watching Drive Not Found. They had the hope that they would see a Cross Night stream.
yeah.
Hey, I've streamed like 10 times in the last 3 years.
The 3
So-
years.
But no, I should link to this Discord. I just wasn't sure if that was cool. See, I'm so confused
Wouldn't
about
that be cool?
Discord.
'Cause
Even
we're
though
a
I'm part of
team.
Drive Not Found, I didn't know if it was okay to just link it to people. And then Companion said that the link was on the Drive Not Found page, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you
Yeah.
ask anybody? Oh, I guess
I
you
did. I asked
Q.
Companion.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. The only reason why I
Then
ever
I was
thought of...
like,
Sorry.
then I was like, you know, if you can't find the link himself, maybe he doesn't deserve to come to Discord now.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty funny and terrible. Good job, Cross.
He's not going to talk to me there anyway. The only time I come in is to be like, boo, hey, what's going on? Oh, we're going to play Rainbow Six Nightclub or whatever. And I'm like, okay, later.
What?
That's the game you guys play, right?
Rainbow Six Nightclub.
Well, I
Pajama
don't think
Party?
I don't think we've been streaming it.
No.
We did a little bit, but I don't know if that's a very great stream game, to be honest.
It's all right to stream. It's just I get salty, and I don't like to stream when I get salty.
Well, it's kind of like watching HOTS or something. I mean, just sitting there watching a HOTS stream, if you don't have people talking about random bullshit and just about the game, is terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's different strokes for different folks. You know, depends on what kind of stream you're doing. You know, usually I stream like, you know, games, and then you just gibber on while I'm playing them. But like sometimes it's nice, like when I play Blood Bowl, I just talk about Blood Bowl. I don't talk about anything else, and people watch it.
Mm.
Oh.
You guys want to talk about Rainbow Six a bit? Because you have been playing it a lot, and I don't actually know.
Glaz
I know about the
is
franchise, but I don't know
stupid,
about
and
that
he's
game.
overpowered, and I've been doing really shit lately.
I just
Well,
wanted to
what's the
mention.
premise of the game? Like, how does it work exactly?
Okay, so basically you got like your attack and your defense. You know, the game has been out for like 3 years. It's almost dead, but like you take turns attacking and defending, and it's less of like a twitch shooter and more of like a strategic, like you want to find a good position to ambush people. Like it's all about positions of strength and positions of weakness and like moving into people's line of sight. So it's way more tactical than a lot of other shooters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, you know, you got different operators that can do different things and counter each other's like bonuses. I don't know. It's an interesting game. And you got to shoot people.
Yeah, I think the best part about it is the strategic thing, and every operator, as they're called, have different special abilities. Like one person, for instance, can throw little bombs through windows and shit, and it's all about working together.
And it kills everybody.
Yeah, even himself. I've killed myself 3 times as Fuse.
Yeah. I remember the first time I played Fuse, and it was a hostage map, and if you kill the hostage, you know, you lose, obviously. And I put the fuse charge like above the hostage room because I wasn't paying attention, and I just grenaded him to death. And so we immediately lose that round. Nobody got killed. It's just I killed the hostage. And then I apologized to my team, and then we're on defense. We win the defense. We go back to offense, and I do it again by accident. And I got kicked from the server.
I mean, at that point,
or no, it was
who would
Buttkiss.
believe that you did that by accident?
I also kept shooting Buttkiss in the face when we started playing.
You're the worst fucking person to play multiplayer games with. Seriously, the worst.
He played the shield guy, and you know, I'm trying to like shoot past him at the guy who's shooting at him, and he would keep squibbling back and forth. So I would get the guy who was in front of him, and he would move to his left slightly, and then he'd die too because I'd shoot him in the back of the head.
So it's his fault that you shot him in the head.
Yes.
I mean, it can be sometimes.
Yeah, it can be. Like last game me and Cube played. We were like bursting into this room, and I was throwing smoke grenades so we could like run in and get cover. And Cube turns around and runs at me, and I throw a smoke grenade, and it pings off his head, and I get like a friendly fire negative for doing it.
I don't remember that.
I hit you in the head with a smoke grenade. It didn't kill you or anything.
You never told me that.
Bit of damage. No, it wasn't worth mentioning when I was busy.
What are you talking about? That would have been hilarious.
Shooting at.
That would have been hilarious and totally worth dying.
No, I like to win.
You're a tryhard. You should play ranked all the time.
I don't play ranked all the time.
You should.
No, if I played ranked all the time, I would just, you know.
Yeah, climbing the ladder. Dagless mentioned anxiety for climbing the ladder in ranked matches in Rainbow Six Siege, and I was like, you know, I remember that feeling in Awesomenauts.
I just want to get the gold, and then I'll stop, because there's no going down. I was almost at gold like 2 days ago. So if I get the gold, I'm just never going to play ranked again. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gold. I'm so good. Look at me.
Cross.
I'm retired now.
Cross.
Yeah.
Cross. We can talk about Awesomenauts and how it's going free to play on the 24th of this month.
That's true. All right. I guess the news about Awesomenauts is over. Next on the list.
How do you think that's going to affect the game? Do you think that's going to, you know...
Well, before they made this announcement, the player base was at about 400 to 500 players consecutively, so wasn't very great off. You would continuously face the same people because matchmaking.
Because now you can join and play, and you'll play against all these newbies, and then you'll be like super high rank.
Yeah, I'll be the best. Me, companion. I mean, not companion, but yeah, well,
I actually played yesterday, and it was I had that same feeling for like, you know, about 5 minutes, but I got bored after 2 matches.
Oh,
it's just hard. It's hard, you know. I played it too much.
Well, if you currently own Awesomenauts, there's also a recruitment system. So please enter my code, please. Enter my code, please. I want to get all the useless things.
I better delete that spam.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Grass. Enter.
You
know what?
No one used that in a spite because he posted it too much.
I don't understand.
I think I can click on Cube's name.
Hey, you know, fuck you.
Chat.
Fuck you. Don't do that.
How do I do it?
Don't do that.
Out.
It's too late. It's in the video. It's gonna be in.
You know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna. Usually I don't link things in the description below, but it's the chat. The description is just gonna be that code. So if you own Awesomenauts or you see this after the 24th of this month and feel like trying it out, enter my code, and you will get Raylan, my main in Awesomenauts, for free. That's right. You get it for free. But wait, there's more. It's actually a good game to try out, so I highly recommend it.
It's all right. It's not bad.
I've played it for 1,400 hours.
If you're a MOBA fan, you might not like it because it's a bit different.
Well, according to Steam,
not 14,000 hours.
Oh, almost 1,500 actually.
Oh, me too. Wait, we've played this. You caught up.
Well, I don't know how much of that is actually me playing or waiting for people to join, or we'd have to look at the actual in-game played hours.
That's like Blood Bowl. I've got so many hours in that game from just leaving it open.
God damn it, Bill. Please. Please. Alright, so anyway.
No, for God's sake.
We didn't even talk about Call of Duty.
I mean, what else was there to say? You guys are obviously not fans of Call of Duty.
COD kids.
Man, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? We have 25 minutes left in the podcast.
Well, there's still games that we've been playing, but yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I don't know. It's they basically started doing things to make it more like other MOBAs, but I liked it for reasons that it was different than other MOBAs, so those all detracted from me.
Yeah.
They added like a safe leave system, which really bothers me.
Oh,
wait, you can leave without like getting negatives?
If one other person leaves after a certain amount of time, yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So what ruined Infinite Crisis for me is they added a surrender mode, and then the next 10 games I played, either I was fighting my team constantly to not have them surrender, or the enemy team surrendered before we got to the good part, because that game was terrible always for the first 10 minutes, and then the good part was later on, and I never got to that part anymore. Well,
that's the inherent problem with most MOBAs, is that you have a farming phase for the first, like, 20 minutes, where you build up your character just by, like, farming. Like, that's a classic MOBA thing, and then you just get into fights. But games like HOTS and Awesomenauts, for the most part, fix that shit, because you instantly go out and you start fighting.
Yeah, that's what I like about HOTS, is that it's fun immediately. Like, you can do a little bit of pushing that usually lasts under 2 minutes, and then some crazy objective happens that if you ignore, you will probably lose the game. So you got to get into it.
Also, the early team fights don't really matter, at least, so that's pretty cool.
I'm not a MOBA guy, like, at all. Like, I can't stand them. The only times I play them is when you guys get into them.
And another good thing about HOTS is that you have your abilities.
Yeah.
You don't have to farm to unlock your abilities like in League of Legends and Dota.
You have a new computer, Dagless, don't you?
Ooh. Ooh. Oh!
Just saying. Saying you can play HOTS.
You also get a shit ton of loot chests, by the way, depending on your character
if you play now... Oh, if you play HOTS now, you get 20 free characters.
I think I'll just stick with games that I enjoy.
But we're
crazy.
Playing. To be honest, I don't think I would be playing HOTS if Cross and 203 and Buttkiss and Relic weren't.
Well, Relic never really plays.
Yeah, well, listen.
But you know, I'm as obsessed with HOTS now as I was with Awesomenauts. Is essentially what's going on.
I don't believe you.
Oh, I definitely am.
HOTS is a much worse game than Awesomenauts in 2015.
Maybe the old Awesomenauts before they added additional levels and zeros to the end of numbers and leave queues and you know. And it actually had a gigantic, vibrant player base.
Yeah, you know what I liked about the old Awesomenauts was the fact, like, everybody had their set damage, didn't scale with a level, so you always knew what an enemy's damage was going to be if you saw their upgrades. Like, okay, she's going to do 750 damage to me with her max snipe damage. Or 450 with not max. Yeah, listen.
Well, now you're thinking of even with the zeros. Like, before the zeros, I knew that my Cocoa Ball was going to do 67 points of damage exactly.
Yeah.
I just like the spike dash people and then get upset when I don't understand why they died. Or why they didn't die.
Yeah. That did like 90 damage. But it was good. I don't know. I have to be like, if the game didn't change and didn't make all those changes, I don't know if I'd still be playing it though. Because again, it was 1,500 hours. I don't know any other game that I've played that much, except for maybe the entirety of the Dynasty Warriors series, if that counts, or Maple Story, which I'm sad to admit I might have played longer than that. But
how about RuneScape? Makes you shudder, doesn't it? Makes your butt clench. So speaking of abandoning good games for terrible games, we should talk about HOTS 2.0, Cross.
Oh, I don't know. They basically just made it so you can achieve all of the pay costumes. I mean, that's basically what HOTS 2.0 is.
In a random loot box, and also every costume that you bought, say you bought the murky skin that has the armor on it, and you would originally buy the skin for like $7 or something like that, or if it's on sale, $3. And then you would get the skin plus 2 additional recolors. So you would have a total of, like, I guess technically 3 different skins, but the 3 of them are just different colors. Anyway, they took those 3 skins, split them up into 3 individual skins instead of 1 skin with 2 recolors. And they put those in loot boxes. So the only way to get skins now, is other than like the rotation of you can buy this skin with gems, is to spend money on gems and then spend gems on loot chests. That's really what HOTS 2.0 was. It didn't have any effect on gameplay much at all, other than a new map and some balance changes.
And taunts. You can taunt people now. It's very important.
They just added a bunch of random bullshit for you to spend money on.
But to be fair, I mean, I do like it. I am liking it better now. You're seeing a lot more unique character models than you used to. I have tons of outfits. I like it.
There's no Duke, Sergeant Hammer. What's your problem, Blizzard?
Every time.
Fucking Phoenix isn't in the game. Get out of here.
There's actually not a lot of StarCraft characters.
Who they got from Diablo?
Vala, Johanna, the Witch Doctor.
Well, yeah, you have to say Witch Doctor, Crusader, because it's not
Hunter.
like...
Okay, so none of the original guys.
Oh, the Amazon they just added.
What about from, what's another Blizzard game? They got Overwatch guys, I assume.
Yep, Tracer.
But they just... Also, they have the Lost Vikings.
Yeah.
That's from the game The Lost Vikings. You play as all 3 of them at the same time.
Those guys are racist. Blizzard is racist.
No, that's how Nordic people actually talk.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
They go, yeah, ding a dark.
What are you gonna start calling us squareheads now? You son of a bitch.
Squareheads? What?
Squareheads. That was apparently a derogatory term used against Midwesterners, settlers from Scandinavia.
I think that term has died out because no one's heard of it.
Listen, it's like uppity. I didn't know that was racist. Nobody did either, except for you.
I think some people know.
Literally nobody.
What, saying someone was uppity?
Yeah. Apparently that has racist
literally
connotations.
Just means, not to me.
It was specifically used in certain contexts during the civil rights era, though. It has,
Alright, listen, let's not get political. I was just making a joke.
You're the one who started this one.
I was just making a joke. I didn't want it to go this far. God, you guys are terrible.
It's okay. The apocalypse is all. Don't worry about it.
So anyway, about Trump and North Korea.
No, we're not going to talk about Trump.
No. Son of a bitch.
I didn't want to have an awkward silence, so I had to say something.
No, I understand. We won't talk about how the Affordable Care Act's about to be repealed. So anyway,
gaming news. Let's see. I'm gonna go Google that so we have something to talk about.
No, as far as games that we've been playing, I don't know if anyone else has anyone, but the company, and I feel bad because like people, I talk to these developers sometimes, and I take their code, and then sometimes I just don't make a video, or I make it like 3 months later. But the guys who made a game called 20XX gave me a code for their game. It is a roguelike based on old school Mega Man. Oh. So the reason I haven't made a video is that it is really, really hard, and I usually don't even get to the second level before I die.
Game? What game?
20XX.
I mean, you could. Northern Lion makes videos where he doesn't make it past the first level, and that's sort of that's sort of the thing with roguelikes. You're expected to die. You can't just, it's like if I played Flint Hook, and then I streamed it, and then I beat all the bosses in the first stream. It's like, what's the interesting bit? Whereas, like,
what would happen if you played Flint Hook and never lasted for longer than 10 minutes, though? That's what I'm worried about.
I made a video on a game called
instead.
Vampire of the Sands, where it just constantly died over and over again, and it was one of my most popular
also
videos.
Didn't look very good though.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but that's what got me access to Dungeon Souls, because the publisher was like, "Hey, you made a video." And then
I was thinking about streaming it.
Super good. Yeah, it looks like a stream game.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
recording.
I'm starting a Flint Hook series, but the problem is I've already beaten it on stream. Like I got up to the second boss. There's only like 4 bosses, and there's all this other stuff you're supposed to do to get like the final ending. Well, one day right before a stream, I figure it out. And then I stream, and I just beat the 3rd and 4th boss and get the true ending. And I'm like, well, I think I've mastered this game. So, like, I'm still going to do videos on it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be as long-lasting as I thought it was going to be.
So what was it like making a video on YouTube after just streaming constantly, all the time?
It's the same. I actually edited, rather than just like I would like be coughing in the video, and then like as I was recording, I'd be like, all right, edit that out, future me, and it's like, okay, gotcha, you passed me.
You passed me.
And I've also
and then past you answered back, which was
I've
weird
also been, when I do my special shows, quote unquote,
shit show.
Yeah, like the shit show and corruption streams, I've been editing them to like do highlights of the best parts. So, we played Brilliant 303, and I've been editing that, and it's an upgrade to 203. I wanted to make that joke, but then I was like, that's not a good joke.
That was an amazing joke. Are you kidding me? If 203 heard that, I'm sure she'd be amazed.
It was just the font. The font it looked like a 303, but it was a lowercase b. The most retarded, friggin'.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, someone's messaging me at the same time and asking me if I can send them one of the streams that we use because he teaches Navy cadets or something.
What?
Yeah, because I did my boat stream, naval
like,
action.
Shoot
and
this guy.
Now I've got to go look to see if I still have that stream.
I meant our podcast for a second.
Also, someone subscribed to Dagless because he's at 199 subscribers.
Yeah, and then you push me up to 200, and then someone subscribed.
Last time I checked, you were at 187, and you were stuck there eternally.
Yeah, I know, and then I stopped uploading videos, and then people started subscribing to me.
Oh god.
We gotta subscribe to this guy so he never makes another video again.
We gotta support this. Oh man. So anyway,
yeah, so 20XX fun, really hard. I'm practicing it a little bit. It does have local and online co-op where one of you can play as X and the other one plays as basically Zero. So it's Mega Man as Zero. So you can either have like an X blaster or a sword. But I'm assuming it's even harder on 2-player. So no, I don't know. He offered to give me 2 codes too, and I was like, I don't know.
I said yes, I would have played that game with you.
Well, maybe I should have said. It's weird though, because usually I don't talk to the developer. He just asked me if I was interested, and I was. Usually they just send you a message and throw a code at you, and that's it.
Yeah, that's how I got most of my shit show games. Because Cube gave me games, and I was like, I don't know if I should do that because, these games were not given to me. I
should probably give you some games.
Yeah, I mean, we get sent fucking terrible games, and I highly doubt they ever look. But
no, if they send games to like me or a companion, they're not looking. They're just throwing bait out and hoping a few people bite. Like
especially me and other people below.
Yeah, that means they're sending out thousands of codes.
Mm.
Like, I think they would be more than happy to have someone stream.
Yeah, on the shit show. Yeah, this game is terrible.
Hey,
no more horror games. I'm not doing horror games on the shit show anymore.
I'm sure the guys that sent us diesel farmers, what was it called?
Diesel Stormers.
Diesel Stormers were great with our stream of that.
Oh god, that game was terrible. It was not even called Diesel Stormers anymore.
It was Rogue Stormers. I liked the game, but when we played it on stream, it broke. Like, it did not work at all.
Oh man,
well, that game was not optimized.
So you guys play any games that you want to mention?
I've been playing loads of roguelikes as usual. I'm the roguelike guy in the group, I guess. I've been playing Flint Hook. I've been playing, Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon, stuff like that. I've also I finished Hollow Knight and Flint Hook on stream, so now I'm going to start Rain World. I'm going to start streaming that. And I'm going to start streaming Little Nightmares.
You bought me Rain World. Thanks for that, by the way.
Yeah,
I haven't
no
touched
problem.
it yet.
I saw it on sale, and I was like, oh my god. Cube was freaking out about this. This will be like the only gift I give him that is guaranteed he'll play it maybe.
I still haven't touched it. I'm super excited for it. But I have 4 fucking games that I've started Let's Plays on, and I'm not going to start another one until I finish a couple of those.
Companion, you need to play the survival game where you play as a cat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Cross.
It's a really hard game too. Like the
little that
I played a little bit to see how it, because it had a bug where
Are you talking about Rain World or?
Yeah, there's like a bug where the shadows don't match up, so you'll see the shadow of the creature, but you won't see the creature. So it made platforming really hard, and I fixed it, and I played like a little bit. And
also, it's not called Slugcat. It's called. It's not called Creature. It's called Slugcat.
Yeah, Slugcat.
Slugcat.
It's cool though, cause I'm like one thing that stuck out with me, other than being killed terribly by plants that slowly pull me into the ground. I threw a spear into a giant lizard and it freaked the fuck out and it was stuck to the wall trying to snap at me. That was cool. It's a really cool game. I don't know, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's like they actually put effort
about is essentially it's like Don't Starve, but you're a cat. It's called Cattails. There's a demo of it.
They had a very
Is it on Steam? Let me take a look.
It might be.
I think it's on Kickstarter, actually. Sorry, not Kickstarter. Some sort of fundraising thing.
Yeah, because it's just a demo right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it could be good.
Oh, I've been playing. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I've been playing Darkest Dungeon a shit ton. 27 hours apparently in the last 2 weeks. And that game is interesting, but it's very much grind, and you have to be very patient for it. And yeah, I decided to play on the normal difficulty, which is average length and stuff like that. But I highly recommend to anybody who wants to get into it new, just fucking play the shortest mode. You aren't missing anything other than hours upon hours of repetitive bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Because, having a character die instantly after fucking hours and hours of working them up is part of the game, but it's kind of annoying considering that you have to redo pretty much all their levels.
Yeah, and set you back 10 hours, right?
Yeah. Cross was telling me, apparently, they didn't even have the option to recruit survivors that were higher level, or adventurers that were higher level before, so they started at level 0, and you had to work them up to 6.
Yeah, and because the dungeon levels are tiered off, only a level 3 character can only do certain dungeons. If you want to level them up, you also need to make 3 other level 1 heroes to help them go through and level up the one character that you actually wanted.
Yeah. So what he's trying to say is that you can't have an experienced hero go into a shitty dungeon because
but you can take shitty heroes into an experienced dungeon.
Yeah.
But they're gonna die.
That actually might be one of my least favorite parts, is that you can't take experienced heroes into shitty dungeons.
It'd be nice if you could do that, but they got a little bit of a their stress bonus is higher because they're I don't need to be here. I'm above this. Or,
this is a waste of time.
Or something like that.
Or they just wouldn't listen to you all the time.
They would just do their own thing, like a Pokemon. You don't have the high enough badge to tell me what to do. But yeah, they added Radiant mode, which makes the grind not as bad. And the grind is bad.
The grind is pretty bad. Then again, that is the game. Grind and a beautiful aesthetic with fantastic narration and fantastic art.
Really good.
Even the stories and lore is pretty awesome. It oozes Lovecraft, which I am a fan of that game. And that aesthetic. But yeah, that's a fun game. I've also been playing a little bit of Icy, which is a meta game.
Ugh.
So, you know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I haven't gone back to it, though.
That game is dumb and it's stupid. I watched Billy play through all of it. It is so stupid.
Don't tell me anything. Companion bought it for my birthday. I'm going to play it blind.
All right, enjoy not enjoying a game. You might enjoy it.
Listen,
we have pretty different opinions on certain games.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Dagless doesn't like it...
the narrator is... His voice acting is terrible, and the meta is not very well written.
I don't know, I thought it was okay from what I've seen so far.
I thought it was trying to be Bastion without being as good as Bastion, and it was trying to be what's that other game? Stanley Parable without being as good as Stanley Parable. So it's like middling shit. It's got very positive reviews, so people like it.
That's why you don't like it, because everybody else likes it.
No, people can like what they want. I just don't think it's very good.
You can like it, but if you like it, I hate you. And you're wrong.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, so anything else you guys want to talk about? We could talk about what's going on our channels here. We got 5 minutes left on the podcast.
Oh god, we're that close to the end. All right. Really quick, I don't know if I'm going to Let's Play it because there's a lot of talking in it, but I started playing a game called Marlowe Briggs and the Cursed Mask or something.
And the Mask of Death.
Cox talking about it a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bad God of War, essentially. I kind of like it because it's so incredibly ridiculous. It's basically this guy who's like a firefighter, goes with his girlfriend who's a translator, and she's translating for like this Chinese mafia or something, and then she's like, I want to quit, and he's like, no way, and they kill the main character with this ancient staff. However, the ancient staff resurrects him as like this ancient Aztec warrior, and then he goes around like murdering everyone to rescue his girlfriend. That's pretty much the whole plot. And it's ridiculous, and it's kind of fun, but I don't know if it's a good game. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it, but if I beat it, I might play it. We'll see. But it was pretty cheap when I got it, so I don't know.
I remember Total Biscuit talking about that game and saying, you know, this is actually fun. The B-movie bullshit is, if you can deal with it, it's good. It's like, what's that one show called? That's like The Walking Dead, but worse, but better. Z Nation, that's what it was. The first season of that show is great. I love it.
Zombie baby.
Zombie baby. Listen, the second season has so much more zombie baby, it's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I think it's terrible.
It's not. It shouldn't be taken seriously. Eventually, like you have this mask that's just making fun of you the whole time and calling you Choo Choo because it's a bastardization of like the ancient warrior name. And I don't know. I think I like it, but we'll see what happens.
You can like bad things. That's all right. Anything else?
It's fine as long as the gameplay is fine. It's like sometimes the gameplay also gets repetitive, and that's where I'm just like, I don't want to play this anymore.
So what's going up on your channel, Chris?
Plants vs. Zombies 2, Shadow of Mordor, and Spectre of Torment. That's what's happening. Spectre of Torment's going to be done probably in about a week. And then I'm either going to play the demo of Party Hard 2, which is only going to be one episode, so. And then I'm not sure exactly what's going to... But Plants vs. Zombies 2 is going to be going on for probably the rest of the year at the rate I'm going, so... You know, that's pretty much that.
How about you, Dagless?
Well, I'm still working on highlighting the shit show. I've been, Ryan's here, so I've been trying not to be on my computer too much.
Play local co-op games with them.
Yeah.
I don't have another mic, so that would be... he's going to be making... We're planning to do a Artifact Hunter on my computer, and I'm going to edit it for him and upload it to my channel. So, special guest Ryan.
Hey, Dagless and friends.
Also,
Yeah,
this just in, Dagless and Friends now has 201 subscribers. Finally
Oh
Yay.
shit!
Thank you to the 2 people who subscribed. I promise I won't murder you when you
Cross,
sleep.
we should both unsubscribe real quick.
Not subscribed.
Wait, yeah, well, I was about to say, Cross doesn't subscribe to anybody. What are you
I'm
talking
not
about?
subscribed to you either.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, but I'm also gonna be doing
It's fucked up.
Flinthook for a while. So if you like Flinthook and you want to see someone who's not shit at the game play it, you know, I'm okay.
Watch somebody else.
That would have been the obvious self-deprecating joke to make, yes.
Yeah, but I'm not self-deprecating. I am self-anti-deprecating. I like myself.
I deprecate elsewhere, not on myself.
That's
In the
probably
toilet.
good.
I'm one of
Thing.
the
I deprecate on Billy.
95%
Billy does
deprecated
enough
toilet.
deprecating on me, you know, for one person.
Oh, are you guys saying that you
Just
deprecate
fucking
on each other?
shows up and deprecates, and then I'm like, oh no, that's not gonna go. And then I come in, and then I deprecate, and then, you know, it's just a shit show.
Yeah.
Wink,
That's a
nudge.
good.
Yeah.
And that is the backstory of the shit show, yeah.
That's the podcast. Welcome to the podcast after show with me, Dangles, Cram, and Curb.
I'm changing my name to Curb.
What's going on your channel on Curb?
Well, I need a moment to regather myself. Alright, so, State of Decay, I'm gonna be releasing that stuff. The Intern Story, that Half-Life 2 mod, that's still gonna be... I have to record shit for that. Also, Stranded 2, still working on that, but I gave that a break because I played too much of it. And there was something else. I thought I had 4 Let's Plays going on, not 3. Weird. I guess I only had 3. But yeah, after one of these are finished, I'm going to immediately jump into Rain World. But it's been hard to record because full-time job is a thing. And I thought it wasn't going to affect my channel as much as it did, but I come home and I just want to sleep or play a couple hours of Rainbow Six. Yeah. That's literally all I live for now, is playing games with friends or watching movies.
Yeah, I only had a 40-hour-a-week job for, I think, 6 months before I went to college. And yeah, that was pretty much my life, was dishwashing.
Yeah. It's fucking terrible. I don't know why culture evolved to be like this. Fuck.
Well,
Anyway.
I mean, it probably would have been best if you were able to work for like 30 hours. Like, even that makes a huge difference, but...
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, having an extra day off for just 6 hours a day instead of 8, because if you work an 8-hour shift, you have to be gone for like 10 hours basically.
No, that's life, man. You have priorities. You know, you could sit around and do nothing and play video games all day, but then, you know, maybe one day you just don't have a place to live anymore.
Yeah.
Life isn't fair.
At least I have income, you know. And then
when I was a graphic designer, like, I was only working 3 days a week, and I was making only slightly less money than I'm making now, so...
Yeah.
It's possible, it's just...
Yeah, at least I have an income. I can buy shit. Like, I bought a 2 terabyte hard drive. I'm gonna put all my old videos onto that 2 terabyte hard drive in case anything happens. I'm also gonna download a lot of series that I really like off of YouTube. Oh, yeah. We didn't even talk about Chilling Tales for Dark Nights. I can talk about them on the next podcast, though.
Fair enough.
They shut down their channel, and they were like, well, I'm a little baby, give us money or we're not putting our content back
There's
up.
There's a little dibble for you.
Yeah, there's a little dibble. Also, I plan on making another update video talking about my channel and how my job's affecting it. And
you need to say that it's an update video twice just for
just for posterity's sake, so I can cover my ass from last update. Also, I was thinking about making a video that shows the video creation process of a Let's Play. I thought that would be interesting to see some behind the scenes.
You see, what I do is I record it in Fraps, and then I go to YouTube and I click upload.
That's literally it. No editing. Fuck it. But anyway, you guys have anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
Have a good day and be good to each other.
Cool. Be good.
Excellent to each other.
Nope, be good. This has been the Waiting
Party
Podcast
on,
for
dudes.
5417. Thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks for showing up, you two. And Dagless, so I gave 18 minutes forewarning. Goodbye!